Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, May 27th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi, that is Wolf, behind me stalking my incense. And our energy mantra for today is I balance caring for the universe with care for myself. And today is a quiet Astro day. We have no exact transits happening today. That being said, we are building to some energies that I thought would be important to come speak about before we hit this weekend. So, this weekend we have Venus moving into the sign of Taurus. That's going to be Saturday morning, which means today we're going to have Venus at 29 Aries. We want to dig into that. And the other thing that we're going to have is Mars and Jupiter conjunct together this weekend. That is going to be Sunday morning that they reach that peak. Now, the time that concerns me in this is when we have zero degree Venus and then Mars and Jupiter together. Because if you've tracked the patterns, that's what astrology is a study of the patterns. If you have tracked the patterns, a lot of times when we have Venus at that 0 degree energy, it feels like grace is gone. The compassion, the nurturing, the softness of the yin energy of Venus is just gone with the wind kind of energy. It comes back as soon as Venus adjusts to the new sign, which Venus in Taurus is very strong Venus energy. It's one of the signs that Venus rules, so it's a wonderful placement. And yet, for a little while in that time, we're going to have that zero energy. And so this is where you take what you have learned about Venus in the past, the compassion, the nurturing, utilizing your intuition, utilizing your yin force, and carry that vibe with you, in you, through that time, because that Jupiter Mars in Aries conjunction is yang force. If you have the slightest irritation, it can become a huge thing with this energy. And so be very aware of that. Be checking yourself, check your volcanoes, because like I said, any little thing can become so huge. And just realize that a lot of people in the world around you may be feeling that. This can bring on rage to the max. It can also bring on passion and enthusiasm to the max. There's different ways that this is going to show up in people, but it's fiery either way, and we want to be careful with fire, right? So be aware of that energy incoming. Venus in Taurus is lovely. What I will say about Venus in Taurus, besides what I'll talk about in the next scope that I do, I'll do a write-up this weekend. Give myself a break. But Venus and Taurus, lean into pleasure, lean into that which you value. Watch for going overboard. Watch for overspending. Yes, you're worthy and deserve it, but does it align with your values? Keep checking yourself with that energy, and meanwhile, take some time to the ultimate Venus and Taurus, Mother Earth energy, and connect with that. Other thing I wanted to mention before we get into that, Venus at 29 Aries. This is a day to put into play, I love it when it rhymes, self-care. Actually, before sitting down to record, I got a little foot bath started. I put a bunch of herbs in it. I took a picture. I'll post it on my Instagram stories. I have so much basil. I've been putting basil in it. Even if it's just 10 minutes that you take for yourself, connecting to yourself, this is important. Aries rules the head. Maybe you want to give yourself a little head massage in this energy of 29 Venus. We spend so much time worrying about the world, caring about the world, and I don't think that that's necessarily going to stop. Not to say that worrying does anything. We want to care for sure, but part of caring for the world is recognizing we are the world, and self-care, self-acknowledgement, self-discernment, like what's really going on within you, is a piece, because our energy feeds and fuels this world and how it goes around. So with Venus at 29, be aware of that. This is mastery energy. So it's putting into play, I matter, I mean something, what I do for myself makes a difference in this world. The other thing I will say, anything 29 Aries can have a spark behind it. So do be aware of any frustrations. This can be in relationship with Venus. It can be around money. It can be around your personal gifts. It might be even around who you are, the worth of who you are. So watch for any of those things sparking. As of this recording, we still haven't actually hit the Venus square Pluto. We may still feel some remnants of that going as well. So be aware of these energies. We have some beautiful cards today. We have, this feels like what I'm talking about, the flowering card, flowering into your yinishness. Making up new words. Integrating that energy within yourself, knowing the power of this. The source card, the spark of creation that is like up right now, especially with this Mars Jupiter. It doesn't have to be bad. It just, if we do not utilize this energy, it needs an outlet, and it will find one. And sometimes it doesn't find the most favorable, most productive, most creative outlet. So be aware of that. Speaking of that, we have the suppression card, and that's what it's going to feel like if we don't get that outlet served. So be aware of this energy running through you. How can you serve? Whether it's you serving yourself, whether it's you serving the world, serve, care, love, creation power. We also have the Hermit card. I think this is beautiful with Venus at 29 Aries, and even Venus at 0 Taurus. Taking a little time in your own personal energy bubble, feeling what it feels like. Where I want to leave you is Joe recently got me this beautiful Kuan Yin statue back here. And Kuan Yin is an energy I like to utilize in tending to my inner child. When the world is scary, when it's hurting, when I'm feeling hurt or whatever, I ask Kuan Yin to come and tend to my inner child. You can also use Mother Mary. She's hidden behind this candle here because of Wolf. She's not as sturdy as Kuan Yin. There's so many other energies you can utilize, but I think that's also really powerful in this 29-degree Venus energy to utilize strong yin power, strong yin energy to be supported within yourself and remind you of what that energy feels like within yourself. So I'm going to leave that here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.